Here's some real cool futuristic sets. I don't think I've seen anything like this before. It says Future Earth. Just a lot of nice spaceships. And here's a space transporter. I want to say that's carrying milk. Looks really cool. These your sets?
They are, yes.
What is your inspiration for some of these?
Well, lots of sort of 70s, 80s and 90s space films and TV shows, cartoons, graphic novels, books, all of that imagery. Computer games was big, so a lot of these ones are sort of. I remember a game called Wipeout. It was the launch game, I think, for the first PlayStation.
Okay.
That's like 20 odd years ago. The imagery was space racing cars.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw that, although I'm not a computer games player, the imagery around that is stuck, beautifully stuck.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoy like the dystopian side of futures. So I like people with mops and cleaning things and stuff like that. And also the fantastical, you can do whatever you want kind of side of things. It's my universe. I created it. I can do whatever I want into it. And people say, why is this thing in your universe? Why is there dinosaurs? Because it's my universe.
I did see dinosaurs in space right here.
Yeah, exactly. So this isn't really space as such. This is kind of the future of Earth.
Oh, future Earth.
This is what this is about.
Okay,
this is the future of Earth. So we have these quite... This is a very expensive landing pad. If you can imagine, this is probably attached to a futuristic mansion or maybe something like that.
Yeah.
With this wall to keep the general riffraff like you and me out. And the other side of that is these beautiful, sparkly spaceships. So they just fly around, and this is the sort of the big Mercedes or Bentleys of the future.
Of the future, yeah.
By all of these guys, and then there's just their pet dinosaurs are just roaming around the gardens. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's this crazy, insane future. And then you've got this really workday thing going on, the real, shipping things, moving things, repairing things, cleaning things, which is what everybody has to do to earn a living, which is just the same as today, really.
Yes.
So I'm setting it in a sort of more futuristic setting. And then laboratories full of strange creatures and spaceships that have fire coming out of every orifice. Because I can.
Because you can.
Because I can.
Yes.
And I like to use difficult parts that have got notoriously bad press. So this is the Rock Raiders cockpit canopy. It's a horrible part of LEGO, but it's an amazing fence.
For a fence, yes.
The way it wiggles gives me a lot of joy. I follow it along and it just gives me a lot of joy. And these fin parts, this is one of my favourite parts. They only ever made those in one set. That's a Jack Stone set, and they only ever have that printing on them. I would kill for them in different colours. It's such a beautiful part.
Yes.
But that's the only way it comes. So I wanted to use that. The great big wing on the yellow, which is the airplane wing. It's a horrible, ugly part in its own right. But when you set it into the right
setting,
it becomes a brilliantly wonderful thing. But the ship's got to be big because it's a big thing.
It's a big piece,
It has to almost be lost. You've almost got to recognise it. Oh, that's one piece of LEGO. The yellow buttress here are the underneath of Fabuland Reef. And all my lights just come from the pound shop.
Yeah.
They're built in to those. That gives such a wonderful effect. They look really industrial. They have that real stripped back industrial.
Yeah, they do.
The wings on the red ship are the tails from the LEGO Sea aircraft. But actually they look amazing as little wings. They've got a beautiful curved form to them. And I really wanted to do something with them.
Yeah.
Pleased the way that came out.
Yeah.
That's very Jerry Anderson. That's very 1960s.
Yeah, I think.
It's that one.
Yeah, I think a little bit of Buck Rogers.
Yeah. So this one's very much as well, sort of Fifth Element.
Yeah, Fifth Element, Future Taxi. Yeah.
A little bit shaped like from the Bird 4. So that kind of a bit of this, a bit of that. These are definitely sort of Wipeout style things. This is a little bit. Someone said this is a little bit Halo-esque.
I can see that. The canopy there.
Galactica maybe, or that kind of thing. This is probably one of my oldest ships. This is about 7 years old.
Okay.
And it's gone undertaken many changes. As LEGO make the part, make the right colour, make the right shape, it's merging and merging. It's becoming. It's going to be more changes to it over sort of coming few months because there's more new parts that will make it just a little bit more how I really want it to look.
Right.
And then I love Star Wars.
Yes.
Don't like Star Wars Lego sets.
So you made your own.
So I made my own. I set it in my own part of the Star Wars universe, and I made my own. And you think it's like you've got free reign then, but you haven't, because although it's not an actual Star Wars ship, it's got to look
Like a Star Wars ship. Yeah.
It's kind of like, does it look like a Star Wars ship? I think I did quite well. I was very happy with that. Went through quite a lot of changes to get to the state that it's in, and that's just the way it is. You have to work sometimes. You just keep going and going and going until you're happy. Sometimes you put too much stuff on it and you're like, oh no, now it's gone crazy. Let's strip some of this stuff back off because it's a little bit carried away. And I did this one. This is the inside of a Star Destroyer that's crashing into something else.
Okay.
So the concept is here. It's just crazy. Stormtroopers are scuttling everywhere. The whole thing's crashing. And I just wanted to do that. But I remember watching films. There's always silly things in films and spaceships. And things that crunch and things that crash and doors that open and close. So I put these big blades that have no purpose whatsoever. But they're there.
They're there.
And when you watch Star Wars and you see the Death Star, there is no health and safety at all. There's no raining anywhere. That thing's a lethal thing. You'd never get that passed through now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's this kind of a homage to the ridiculousness of
space.
Yeah. I quite like this. This was fun to build.
It's really beautiful. Thank you.
No, you're more than welcome. I'm glad you liked it.